Hello again to another episode about conditional type 1. Conditional type 1 is used to speak about true, correct, and real situations in the present, it means now, or in the future, but real and correct. Example, like we say, I play football, I travel to France, I speak English. This is conditional type 1. Examples, I fly. This is imagination and not correct. And this is not conditional type 1. The rule that we use to express conditional type 1 is here. We have if plus present simple plus comma plus future simple. Or we use another way, future simple plus if plus present simple. But the question, how do we use these two? We use these two on the sentence. But how? We have present simple and we have future simple. Look at this sentence here. We have between the brackets two verbs. These two verbs means one verb is a present simple and another verb is a future simple. But how do we put the present simple and where? And how to put future simple and where? Well, present simple is put with the verb which is condition. It means the verb which is condition is the first verb, and it is the verb that happens number one. And the verb that comes after is put in future simple. The verb number one is the present simple and it is condition. Verb number two is put in future simple and it is result to the condition. Result to the condition. We have here two verbs. Let's read this sentence. I to press the button, the lamp to ignite. Which verb happens first? Means which one is condition? To press or to ignite? Of course, number one is to press. So, verb which is condition, we put it in present simple. Very good. And the verb that comes after is to ignite, and we put it in future simple, and this verb is a result to the condition. But what is the rule of a present simple and future simple? Let's have them together here. We have present simple. In English, we have pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. How do we put the verb to press in a present simple? With I we say I press. You press. He, she, it presses. We add es. We press and they press. The only change is with the pronouns he, she, and it. We add es. Okay, very good. Let's come back to the sentence. What do we have here? I press. So the verb, which is condition, it happens first and we conjugate it into present simple. How do we conjugate this in present simple? It is here. So what do? We omit to and the brackets, and we have I press the button. Okay, very good. The following one, the lamp ignite. This is verb number 2. This verb is a result of a condition. Where do we put it? We put it, of course, in a future simple. What is the rule of the future simple? This is very easy. Future simple with all pronouns future simple. With all pronouns we put will plus verb in the infinitive. Examples, for example, the verb play. We say in the future we say I will play. This is will, this is verb in infinitive, will play. And it goes the same with all pronouns. We say I will play, you will play, he, she, it, we, they will play. The verb number 2 we write, we omit to the brackets, we write will. And now we read I will, I press the button, the lamp will ignite. But we still have if. Where do we put if? We put if with the verb that is condition and conjugated in a present simple. Where is it? It's here. So we put if here. And we read, if I press the button, the lamp will ignite. Very good. And like this, we have a sentence written in conditional type 1. This sentence can be written in another way, like this here. We start with the future simple, then if, then present simple. And we say the lamp will ignite, the lamp will ignite, this one, plus if present simple, I press the button. Now we have two different ways how to write sentences in a conditional type 1. Now let's move to the task here and we apply this rule on these sentences. Rewrite these sentences into conditional. Sentence number 1. You to touch this wire, you to get an electric shock. Here we have two verbs, to touch, you get. One verb is condition, it happens first. And one verb is result to the condition, and it happens the second. So, which one here is number 1 and which one is number 2? It means which one is condition and which one is result to the condition. Of course, to touch is number 1 is condition. We conjugate it into present simple. The rule of present simple is here. What do we have here? You. The verb we say you touch. So we omit the brackets and to, and we have you touch. Here, you to get. This verb is condition and it is in present simple. The following verb, future simple. What is a future simple? Will plus verb in the infinitive. And what do we do here? We omit to, and we write will get. Now we have you touch this wire, you will get an electric shock. What we still have is if. Where do we write it here? We write it with the verb that is condition and conjugated in the present simple. Where is it here? It's touch. We write if here in the beginning. And we read if you touch this wire, you will get an electric shock. Sentence number 2. People to greet each other, good qualities to rise. Which verb happens first? This is condition. And which one happens after? And this is the result. To greet or to rise. To greet is number 1. And this is condition. We conjugate it in present simple. What do? People is a group. We replace them with they. The verb here to greet is conjugated in present simple, so we say people greet each other. Good qualities to rise. This is the result of the condition, so we conjugated it into future simple as we have in the rule here. Future simple. So we omit to. Future simple we put will, and the verb in the infinitive it stays the same. Now we have people greet each other, good qualities will rise. We still have if. Where do we write it? We write it with the condition, the verb in the present simple before it. And this is verb in present simple, we write if here. And we have, if people greet each other, good qualities will rise. Sentence number 3. I, to get my baccalaureate, I to study biology. To get, to study. Which one happens first? Of course, you get. To get happens first, so we put it in present simple, and it is conditioned. Present simple, we have here I, we omit two other brackets, and we have get. We read I get my baccalaureate. This is present simple, and it is the condition, and this is the result of the condition. The result of condition, we put it in future simple. Future simple is will plus verb in infinitive. We read, will study. And we still have if. We write it with the present simple verb here. And we read, if I get my baccalaureate, I will study biology. These sentences are conjugated in the affirmative form, means positive form, in present simple and future simple. Concerning present simple and future simple, we also have the negative form. What is the negative form? This is the affirmative, so just write it down in your copybooks. The negative form, omit, we clean. The negative form, the verbs change, okay? So how do we conjugate the verb press in the negative form of present? Negative means to say not, okay? We put done. I don't press. I don't press. You don't press. He, she, it does. Doesn't press. We don't press, and they don't press. This is the negative form of present simple. Future simple, we write will not plus verb in infinitive. Example, the verb press will not press. And this is future negative. Future negative is the same. I will not press. You will not press. She, he, it, we, they will not press. It's the same thing. Let's try this on these sentences. If you touch this wire, you will get an electric shock. But if you don't touch this wire, you will not. Very good. So let's write it. Will not get. If you don't touch this wire, you will not get an electric shock. Sentence number 2. If people greet each other, good qualities will rise. But if people, we replace people group with they. If people don't greet each other, good qualities will rise. No, good qualities will not rise. Will not rise. Sentence 3. If I get my baccalaureate, I will study biology. But if I don't get my baccalaureate, I will not study biology.